When I got into the world of hunting just 4 years ago, I also dove headfirst into long-range shooting. And naturally, I got the heaviest rifle I could find. And I used this rifle for not only mule deer hunting, but blacktail hunting in some of the dumbest, thickest terrain you can find yourself in.
Steep. It's like a wall.
And that's what started this obsession to get something that could handle the kind of terrain I actually wanted to hunt. This is one of the lightest production hunting rifles money can buy, the Bergara MgMicro Lite in 6.5 PRC. And I chose this rifle for the kind of hunting that I want to do: steep terrain, thick timber, and long days with heavy packs. Before I could take it on my very first elk hunt, I let my friends Clint and Henry carry it into Idaho for spring bear season. And the rifle ended up getting its first real test before I could even take it on my hunt.
Trying to get to the next ridge to get a shot.
So let's just jump into it. I want to tell you about all the components of this rifle and then tell you about all the things that I added to make it do what I need it to do and how all of that comes together in form of weight. So this is Bergara's premier action and barrel, and it's one of the main reasons I chose this, along with just how light the whole setup is. The action on this is almost just as smooth as my custom bolt gun. It's way closer to my custom bolt gun than it is to, say, like a Bergara B14. It's paired with a TriggerTech primary, and it's going to be really hard for me to go with anything other than TriggerTech on any of my other builds. Right behind the trigger, you've got a really cool hollowed out carbon fiber grip. At first, I either wanted to change it out for a vertical grip from Ergo or from like Driven Arms, but honestly, after using it for a while, it's really comfortable. Holding it all together is one of the biggest draws of this rifle, and that's the XLR chassis. So this is a Bergara rifle sold by Bergara, but XLR is another really cool company that makes chassis, and they partnered with Bergara to put this magnesium chassis on this premier action barrel, and man, this is a race car of a chassis. When I say race car, I just mean it's so rigid and lightweight, and you know, there's pluses and there's downsides, but just like race cars, I mean, it looks sick.
I didn't see where it impacted that bipod guy. Same thing that happened to Tyler's.
The rifle itself weighs 5 pounds, 14.4 ounces. And if we go up to the scope, we've got a Vortex Viper HD 5-25 by 50. This is one of the lightest 5x25 scopes, and I've been super impressed with the quality of it. I may go with something a little shorter at some point, just so it's not so bulky and maybe I can save a little bit more weight, but this optic's actually really surprisingly good. I've had a few Leupolds, and while I think Leupold has the best glass, this isn't that far behind it. Holding everything up on the forend, we've got an Atlas Bipod, weighs 12.7 ounces, with a really cheap Amazon clamp. That'll probably replace with a really right stuff clamp at some point. And then, last but not least, we're going to move up to the suppressor. We went butt to tip this time, not tip to butt. We've got the BANISH 30 Gold V1. So this part of the build isn't totally based on weight saving, but it is essential to the build all in all. It's essential to the shootability, my hearing, and it's essential for just looking cool.
Knock the plate off.
I've been waiting for that to happen.
If you're not shooting suppressed yet, honestly, you need to rethink your life, 1. 2, you need to go get one. And this suppressor just ties this whole thing together as a complete package. A package that weighs 9 pounds, 11.7 ounces. And I could even save some weight. I could save some weight by getting a carbon fiber bipod. I could throw on my 6-inch titanium Kovix can. I could get a Leupold VX scope. And I bet I can come down to under 9 pounds. We keep our rifles, hunting gear, everything inside of a truck vault. If we're out and about, this is staying locked up, secure. Anything valuable is not sitting in the passenger seat like I used to do. It's locked up tight, you're not getting to it. I've clearly spent way too much time on Reddit and on forums and in comment sections that I got kind of obsessed with shooting groups with this thing, trying to get it tighter and tighter and tighter. With pretty much any shooting position, I was getting about 1 inch 3-shot groups and just over 1 inch with 5-shot groups. What you gotta remember, the lighter it is, the harder it's gonna be to control, and you just have to accept that. Do I need it to shoot 1 inch groups, or do I need to focus on getting to the animal and work on my hunting itself rather than packing around a heavy rifle?
You're on.
Bergara carries both the MgMicro Lite and the MgLite.
Okay.
Well,
The MgLite carries a bigger range of calibers, including some really hard-hitting long-action calibers, but the MgLite uses a longer XLR chassis, which is a little bit heavier, and it also has a longer barrel, making it harder to suppress and then pack in your pack or carry around on a sling. Now, one thing you do lose with this shorter configuration with the 18-inch barrel is you lose velocity. With Hornady 143 grain ELDX, I was getting about 2784 FPS. While that's not terrible, comparably, you can get almost the same FPS out of a 6.5 Creedmoor with a 23-24-inch barrel. And not only that, but with Federal's new Peak Plus round, kind of want to makes me rethink things on why I chose the 6.5 PRC, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how awesome 6.5 PRC is. I think we've got everything that we need figured out, dialed in, and it's ready for its first trip. Clip.
ooh, that hit the.
Now, of course, shooting steel from a controlled position is one thing. Carrying the rifle into the mountains and using it on an animal is the test that actually matters. This was Henry's first time ever hunting in the West.
Well, it's day 4. I've got 2 more full days left.
So not only was he entering completely unfamiliar territory, he was doing it with a rifle I'd spent months researching and setting up. After quite a few days of the hunt and a bunch of range sessions between the whole crew, Clint, Henry, and Tyler finally spotted a bear.
I think I smoked.
Dude, this is the last day. Woo!
Last day.
So one successful hunt may not prove that this rifle is the best Western hunting rifle, but I mean, it says something, right? And on that note, if you want to follow along with my journey with this rifle, carrying it in the panhandle of Idaho looking for elk this fall, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.
Smacked him.